It's very interesting, a project in Europe where it's very difficult because of the changes of the leader and out of the management team. Some of them also applied for the job of the leader of the team, but they didn't get the job, and now they are frustrated, and now the new one comes in and brings in a new culture, challenging, very fast, very customer-oriented, decides a lot and very fast, etc. So they are a little shaken and awake. And I'm in the middle of this struggle, so to say. It's really a culture change. If you want to change a culture, you have to change also roles. Maybe from one role to another, within the company, within the team. But otherwise, why should people change? Just for the sake of change? Question mark. I don't think so. Here we have real change. And now I'm the coach and consultant for organizational expertise, as well as for the process. And they know that I'm consulting, of course, the boss. And those who are very frustrated are against me, my role. And they show it whenever they can show it. And we have agreed on a program of modules, 5 modules, and 2 of them out of 10 now decided not to join. First, one of them wrote to the new boss and said, we want to know exactly what's going on, agenda, dramaturgy, results, what are we going to do, what are the questions, what is the target, etc. Of the meeting, of the issues. And I prepared an agenda, very detailed, with questions, with topics, etc. In that detail, I normally don't prepare, because I say if you want to learn, it has to be action-oriented. The practice has to show itself. You have to work on yourself, on your role, on your self-understanding, philosophy, etc. So it's really heavy. Now one said I don't join, and now the other one said I don't join as well, because the agenda is not detailed enough. But fortunately, a few minutes later, one of the others said, I will join and I look forward to learn something. So the question is also readiness for change, especially readiness for learning. If they don't want to learn anything, if they are like this, you can't do anything as the trainer, coach, facilitator. So what I did is, after they one spoke on behalf of the rest team, the one who is resistant, talked to the boss and said, we and the group and I don't want this, and we are thinking if we should join the module. We want exactly to know what's going to happen and what the results will be, etc., the agenda. I find it a little bit strange to write this kind of email to the sponsor of such an event, such a program. She's investing, hiring someone like us, outside in very nice locations, venues, and then these kind of emails. So I didn't speak to the boss. The boss just wrote me, we should talk about this, but she informed me about this email. What I did is I wrote to everyone. First I wrote to the 4 people who were mentioned in the email by her, 3 and her. And then later on, I saw that they added themselves to the email. At the end, we had all participants, which is very, very good. And we had very interesting email exchange. So it was like a chat room, so to say, but I opened up. It was a new way of communication, not only behind my back, that was the message, but really together. And now, out of these 12 people who first said that they wouldn't join if it's not clear, etc., now only 2. And out of these 2, one of them applied for the job, and the other one is absolutely frustrated because his body will go out today of the organization, of the management team. So the new boss, female boss, decided to make him lose the role because she doesn't want to work with him anymore. He is not loyal at the end, not supporting the strategy. He is not supporting her, in a way sabotaging wherever he can, and now it's over. And those subsystem of those three are now disturbed and want to take the other one with them. So it's a very critical political situation, but I'm very happy. If you go through all the emails, you can see that I was really working like Marshall Rosenberg, his concept of, how do you say it? In German we say gewaltfreie Kommunikation. I forgot how it is in English. Aggressionless communication, or yes, aggression, violence-free communication, or communication without violence. Sounds violent, I know, but what he means is that without judgment, just observing what happens, talking about your needs, respecting the other, listening, just observing as the toppest form of wisdom, as an Indian philosopher says. That's what I tried. Just wrote, this is the agenda, and which question do you want? I asked them all, and then I put those things on the agenda. And now this email, frustrating, very frustrating. But as I said, then the other colleagues wrote just 2 lines. I'm happy to join, and I look forward to learn new things. Wow, this is what I love. If people want to work on themselves, join in, engage, then you can talk about everything. You can teach, not teach, I mean, what is teaching? Those people are 40, 45, 50, 55 years old. There is this saying that you can't teach anyone anything. He or she has to do it themselves. So if he or she doesn't want it or can't do it, what can you teach? So it's self-learning. Learning, of course, you are facilitating the process, giving the boundaries, helping, reflecting, giving feedback, comparing with other companies, teams, leaders, roles, etc. You can do a lot, but at the end you have to take it in as a participant yourself, adjust it to what you need and to your role. Otherwise it's not possible. Thanks for listening.